Second Thessalonians 3:10-12. For even when we were with you, we command you this: if anyone will not work, neither shall he eat. For we hear that there are some who walk among you in disorderly manner, not working at all, but are busybodies. Now those who are such we command and exhort through our Lord Jesus Christ, that they work in quietness and eat their own bread. It has been said, idle minds are the devil's playground. In the story of David, King David, this was brought to my attention through a preacher, and I really, there's so many stories here, and they have so many meanings. King David was at one time, he was idle. He was at home. He wasn't working. He wasn't on the front battle lines. The work at that time for a king was to be with his on the front lines at that time. And instead, he was at home relaxing, and he had the idleness going on. And that's when he looked over the top and saw Bathsheba taking a bath, and his idle mind got the best of him. And he sent her a message, and the next thing you know, he commits adultery. And then it went downhill from there. So with that, idle minds are the devil's playground. That's 2 Thessalonians 3:10-12 speaks that you are to work quietly, and if you are to eat your own bread. So it is a command that we work. So my wife and I were talking about this the other day, that we didn't have a weekend off to do anything. And I said, well, you know what? That's good. That's good. Can you imagine the blessing? There's so many people that idle, and they're bored. They don't know what to do, and that's when they get in trouble. That you get bored, your mind starts wandering, and if you're not focused on the Lord, you're in trouble, because the devil will wreak havoc with your mind. And this also brings up another point. My wife saying that it's so hard to find employees today. What happened? Well, I know we had COVID. COVID came in and made people work from home. It gave people government checks so they don't, well, I'm getting a check. Why do I need to go to work? Well, at that time, COVID shut everybody down. But now we don't have that. But we still have people that don't want to work. They come to work, and the first thing they want to do is they want to get on their cell phone. They don't want to work, and I've been right there with them with the cell phone thing. I've creates like a trance. It just lulls you into this trance. The the idle mind thing, I think, is the reason why we can't seem to find employees right now. It's just very hard to find. You'll notice all the help wanted signs up everywhere. That there is a movement by the evil one through principalities, through people that are governing and running, and through all type of influences to provoke our workforce to stay home. That's just my personal opinion, but that's what I see is happening right now. No one seems to want to work. And when you ask them why, they can't give you a good, well, they're going to tell you, well, school's getting ready to start, and I just need to sit back and relax, and I need to take my time. We're going on vacation. We're going to do this. Why can't you work? I mean, I remember working when I was younger, and I can't remember too long of a time period when I did not work. As a matter of fact, the first time that I did not work for 6 months, I went bananas. I had to go to work. I had to do something. I was losing it. I had to go. And So if you're idle, focus on the Lord. Ask the Lord for guidance. But this command in Second Thessalonians says you should work. There's quite a few. I encourage you to look. Do a internet search on idle minds and how they're the devil's playground. There are multiple scriptures that refer to this, that suggest that you and command you to work. Anyway, submit your life to Christ and read the Bible. And that's where you're going to start with your pathway to knowledge is in the Bible, and it's when you submit your life to Christ. You have a beautiful night.